Would you ride for me? Guy, nataka kuona vile nakaa. Umerekod nini? Nione venye nakaa.
Anza kurekod. Una record?
Hi, my name is Judy. Okay, I need water. Like, sauti yangu ime...
We had over half a billion...
Ambia silence on set ama I slap them.
As usual on the hapo inaitwa mahimahio. Aitwa mahimahio. Hiyo hewa inaitwaje?
Nimejaribu pombe. Kina Sam alinipea gin.
Naivasha, here we come. Vasha baby.
Hey guys, my name is Judy and I'm here to talk about a trip that we had at Naivasha with Samuel Thuku, Samantha Nyakoe and... Alikuwa anaitwa nani? Okay, I'm here to talk about a trip that we had at Naivasha with Samantha Nyakoe.
I am the baddest, most stylish person you have ever met. And that is on period. Mark my words. Anyway, I am a social media content creator / influencer / businesswoman. Yeah, I'm a lot of things, but one of them is I'm very creative. Yeah.
Samuel Thuku.
Acha nianze tena.
And someone else whose name I will not say for security reasons.
Makofi.
Around Feb 2020, KWCA na in partnership now with Late Art Club tuka come up na idea fulani hapo noma, yani deadly.
So we had this campaign called Wild About Life that was back in 2020 and we told the young people to share what nature means to them, and there were 3 giveaways for 3 winners to 3 different destinations in the Mara, Amboseli and Laikipia. 2 nights for 2, all expenses paid, manze.
Considering this was my first ever influencer gig, it was actually so successful. Like, we went out there, I was the one doing the videos, you know, like to talk about, you know, the campaign in general. And then when people were awarded, like I definitely tulikuwa jealous, we also want to be part of the trips, you know. And I've never been to the Mara, I've never been to so many places. So
Joyce from KWCA called me one night and told me that this place in Naivasha called Kiangazi House, and they've offered to accommodate 4 people.
You guys, my guys. What?
This has to be the most luxurious trip I've ever gone to. Like, everything was just luxury. It was just beautiful.
D-Day.
It was on a Saturday, I remember very well. I was the first one to arrive because I was the only person who had the contact of the driver. The second person to come was Sam, and the person whose name I shall not mention.
Lakini saa kuna watu latecomers.
If you know me, you know time. So I got there a bit late. What awambia?
The third person, latecomer. Actually, we were getting impatient. Samantha Nyakoe, aka fashionista.
I got there a bit late. Let's say like 30 minutes late, but we were meeting in town.
I'm so sure that she got late dressing up.
Lakini finally akakam. I think we left Nairobi at around 10. Tukasema, since hii tunaenda tu kujinice, there's no need tuende tu na tumeboeka tena sana, you know, like, you know.
And then some people decided that it was the perfect time to get drinks.
Some gin, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. We have to have vibes on the way. I remember that drive was actually so peaceful. Wow, it was such a beautiful drive. It was so beautiful.
And our second stop was at Viewpoint, the Viewpoint. Obviously, hapo pia we were supposed to take like 10 minutes, but you know we must take lots of photos.
We are at the Viewpoint on our way to Chui Lodge in Oserengoni Wildlife Sanctuary. Oserengoni Wildlife.
Ama you just say
Osere. Yeah. Can I now, was the first part okay? So that I can say in nifanye hivyo.
So kidogo tulichelewa hapo. But then finally we left and we arrived at Kiangazi house.
From the entrance hivi giraffes, zebras, yani hata hujaingia, now imagine ukiingia ndani.
What I really loved about Kiangazi house is that the beauty of wildlife sanctuaries and conservancies is that animals are free to roam.
Dondosa.
It was just so beautiful, and that change of environment away from the city. And then it was also good because, you know, the campaign had been hectic and finally we had this space to clear our heads off.
Like I'm telling you guys, luxury. Luxury. KWCA got us. Like they took care of us. So we entered. Content creation. And then we were given some towels to wash our hands. I remember this so well. Like I was just like, okay, this is the baby girl lifestyle. I am here for it. We were given some cold drinks, you know.
I'm being told by some tulikunywa juice, which personally I don't remember. It's either walikunywa juice without me, I don't know. But I don't remember juice on my part. And then we were given the schedule for the day. We were told first we are going to have lunch. It was around 2. We are going to have lunch first, and then after that we can rest for a bit. Then at 4 we are going to meet the guy who is in charge of the sanctuary. We are going to have a talk with him, then have an evening game drive and Sundowner.
After that tukaambiwa, hey, wacheni tuonyeshe your rooms. Hey! Guys manze, it was so beautiful. The rooms, as you can see kwa the clips above here manze.
Kiangazi house is a bungalow. It is the colonial style type of house because everything inside there bado ilikuwa na ile antique vibe, like hakuna any type of tampering to suit modern standards ilikuwa imefanywa. So it was really nice. You guys should pay that place a visit.
And then the food. Oh my god, the food. Unajua niko fikiria soup and then the bread, you know, like ukiona food imeanza na soup na it's you know, like you just know it's good food.
By the way, let me say I was really hungry. You know, I'm not the type to eat in the morning when I'm traveling because of motion sickness. So this day, Mimi, I'm hungry, the food looks good. And then just when I'm about to eat, Samantha anasema no. Sijapiga picha za Instagram. So she took some few photos. Then when I was about to eat again, kumbe Sam, our photographer and videographer, needs content for the video. But anyway, finally we ate.
Nimefika hapo nikako emotional lad. Yeah.
Is everything okay? Oh, okay. After lunch, Mimi, I was planning to sleep at 2 because I love sleeping in the afternoon. But then because we got late,
pole tu kwa utaratibu na kwa heshima, now the manager of the Oserengoni Conservancy akatuambia, ni aje manze, let's have a talk about conservation.
He gave very nice pointers, and it was so interesting to see someone at this age. You know, I felt like, wow, you've done this for such a long time. You must be such an expert and you must be so passionate about this. Yeah.
He is so passionate about conservation. So passionate. Alafu anaiongelea yani from the heart. Si ile ati ya kuforce cause that hiyo ndo job title yake. Huyo msee manze anapenda conservation. And akiona kwanza youth wako involved. Yeah.
So yeah, he told us about the animal species that are there. Hi Kennedy. Umefanya hadi nika lose train of thought. Nimekumiss guy. I was waiting for you. Hi, I'm good.
Unaongelea nini?
We are talking about the trip we had to Naivasha last year.
Oh.
Okay. The only animal he told us that is not there is a lion, but it had been spotted once. So, yeah, he told us how we were doing a good thing and we need to win more champions of conservation in young people.
My desire would be to get more young people emotionally connected to conservation, the element of conservation, the philosophy. And out of it, then they're going to derive the pleasure of also coming in and enjoying our natural resources. You know, the space that we've created here has got around 6,000 animals. And when you think that this used to be a wheat farm, used to be a cattle ranch, then one can say that the conservation measures that we've taken have actually gone a long way in bringing back game to a place that used to be a heartland of wildlife in this country.
So after that, we went for the evening game drive with like the best driver and ranger. He was also a ranger, right? Yeah, a tour guide. Why am I saying ranger?
Kula pause, nisaidie maji. Sawa, unafanya kazi poa huko. We met a very interesting guide anaitwa Crispus. Alikuwa so much fun, so interesting. Yani,
that guy is like a teenager at heart. He could really connect with us. Hata vile anaongea shengi yake.
Hi, how are you?
fine, thank you.
I'm Christmas.
Crispus, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And I'm your hostess today. There's water here in case you get thirsty.
He gave us wine, and then if you don't take wine, you're given beer. As in, yo, like the full baby girl treatment. And then we're just so excited. I remember Judy was so excited, like because of that wine bottle. I have never seen her so excited. She was so excited.
Oh my god, this just got better. I mean, they spread wine here. They spread wine. Judy, I thought we were it's a whole mood. And there's water in glass water. When you take that wine. He was really a nice guy, so he took us deep into the sanctuary and we just saw a lot of animals.
There's an ugly 5. Warthog.
Wildebeest,
Hyena.
vulture,
Vulture.
and marabou stock.
Oh, zile za pale Nyayo.
Kwenye stadium hapo hivyo.
Those my birds.
Yule ndio ndume. Sasa hapa hii ni eneo lake. Anawaambia endeni, sitaki kuona mtu. He's a territorial male.
Why does it look like half a horse?
Yeah, you know what they say?
From the back.
They were made from the leftovers of other animals.
Wait, I did not foxes were that tiny.
Should I can't see them?
Jipanguzi huyu. Anatambia ai.
Ile ziko na marembo.
Inakoja hapa hivi. Anasikia raha.
And then what I really loved about that experience was the Sundowner. The fact that we were in the middle of the sanctuary, surrounded by animals.
What was then a bonfire? Oh my god, alafu ati simu yangu ilisha moto. But it felt like we were on Lion King because you can see everything. And then Christmas, we opened the trunk and then they removed, were they nuts? And then I think some really nice nuts and then pineapple coated with something. I'm telling you, luxury, as in, I was just getting impressed by the minute. Yani, akazifungua, more wine, glass, akeka viti.
Yeah, I drank alcohol that day.
Guys, ilikuwa so beautiful.
And at that time, it was really nice for me because it was therapeutic. At that moment, I was able to think. I felt this sense of calm and peace. And it was so good. I didn't even want to go back.
Sundowner vibes, Sundowner. We even met a very interesting couple.
So this couple had been together for, was it 10 years? 6 to 10 years. They had been together for 6 to 10 years. Yeah, they were high school sweethearts. And then they waited for each other when they went to university. One went to South Africa for like 5 years. And then kidogo pia Sam, pia yeye, you know, he was in love. Anaongelea tu nini yake, Samuel Thuku. Then me and Samantha were the only people who had not been on a Ekani ward. Guy, we couldn't relate.
Actually, we didn't want to leave that place. We didn't want to leave, but then we had to drive back. But then, yeah, it was really good.
Si tukidhani, sasa maybe tuende tulale. Hey, tunapata tena huko Kiangazi house. Sapa imeandaliwa. Yani we're like, guy, more than hey. Mimi sijazoea like tunakula maraka 20 in a day bana. Hey. So ilikuwa very interesting. So table imeset hapo vizuri nicely.
Same baby girl treatment. We asked what we want. 3-course meal. I don't think I finished. I feel like nilifika tu katikati and I was just like, I am too full for this, guys. I have a really bad appetite.
Yeah, after dinner, kila mse alienda zake. Me and Samantha went to the TV room. We watched kidogo, then she left me. Akaenda kusoak in the tub.
Oh my god. The bathtub. I remember I had to first, like I chilled in the bathtub for a few minutes. Like that felt so nice. I remember that bathtub, guys. We had like tulikuwa na moment. We had a moment.
Sam and the other person sijui hata walienda saa ngapi.
Too much information. By now you know mtu akienda kulala ni kulala na kulala 444.
And then I remember entering bed and then nikasikia, I guess you guys will know what this, but I entered bed and then I felt like there's like a warm thing, so I thought it was a snail. But I was so scared. Kumbe ni hot water bottle. Kumbe it's just luxury I'm not used to. I was just like, kumbe it's just warm. But then that got me. And then I was just like, you know what? Let me wait for Judy. PIA experience. I don't tell her.
I left really late. So I went at Amimi. I had some time in the tub with my BTS playlist. By the way, I love BTS. I am Ami. Usikate hiyo, by the way. So with my BTS playlist. And then I went to sleep. But then something happened. Yes. Nikaingia. Akise jumped. I thought wale wanyama tumeacha huko nje wamenifuata hadi kwa bed. Nikasikia tu Samantha akicheka. And I wondered what is funny. She told me that hata yeye, she had the same reaction and she was waiting to see what will happen with me.
And she did, and it was so funny. And then next day we woke up, yeah.
So after breakfast tukaambiwa hatujachoka kuwa treat. Ni mmechoka? Tukasema hatujachoka. Akatuambia okay, now we have something arranged for you. There's a lake hapo inaitwa Lake Oloiden. So what you're gonna do, Mr. Crispus atawachukua awapeleke kwa lake, you chapa some laps nini and then now you come back. Hiyo ndio itakuwa climax ya trip yenu. Hey,
this one was different. This one was different, guys. I'm telling you, when we saw the 4-wheel, it was a 4-wheel plus. Not so it was a plus. It was open. Yani, ini mambo sijaiona.
Asante sana.
It was beautiful being on that lake. Like, it was so beautiful. You know, seeing, we saw hippos, we saw birds, we saw so many birds.
Yeah, we saw monkeys, we saw birds, and then we came back. Unfortunately, it was time to go. Yeah.
We finally come to the end of the amazing weekend. Literally, we have been one with the nature. I'd really encourage the youth to take up the opportunity to visit these conservancies, because even documenting it doesn't do the magic. You have to be here and experience the nature, connect with it, and just see how beautiful life can be. Come experience this. Be wild about life, be wild about nature.
Let me tell you, when we were going back, watu watakuwa wanaongeleshana. Yani, you don't even believe that that experience has come to an end.
That was the story ya Kiangazi house and how we ended up huko and why we ended up huko. So Word About Life campaign continues. 2021, we did it bigger and better. That was Lighthouse Club and KWCA and TNC came on board as well. The campaign got over 500 million impressions on social media. That was impressive.
The World About Life campaign was a really huge success. We loved the overwhelming response that we got from young people around Kenya, expressing their interest to know more about nature and biodiversity. And actually, that is what we need right now, because at the end of the day, we are the ones who are in charge of protecting these natural spaces for the sake of future generations. So if we don't act now, it might be too late for our kids and future generations. If you really want to know more about conservation, follow KWCA and Save Mother Nature. Yeah, and you will get a lot of information and what you can do to play your part in protecting nature and biodiversity.
10 years to come, I want my kids to experience all these animals that I've seen, not for them to hear that tulikuwa na elephants tano, but now they're just 2 of them because of this and this. And those are very common stories, very, very common stories. And it's up to me and you, literally, at our very young age, to conserve the environment and just keep it safe for us. Because once you see it, you feel like this is actually a gift. It's a gift to us, and we have to keep it and we have to maintain it. Yes.
So big up to Sam and Samantha, aka FAE, for being the best travel buddies. Yani, I just had the best time traveling with you. And fun fact, I had just met Sam and I had just met Samantha. So we were all strangers, but then somehow we had the best time. Until now we are good friends, yeah? Hakuna mahali huwezi pata rafiki, by the way.
Thank you so much, Lighthouse Club, KWCA, Uvumbuzi Africa, for the opportunity to, be part of that campaign, Wild About Life. It was the best first experience into the, marketing field, influencer. I felt like I was part of a very beautiful cause, and thank you very much.
So big shout out to my team yenye imekuwa behind the scenes. Mr. Peter Mugwe hapa, unaitwa Peter? Peter Mugwe, big shout out, amemekiwa maji imekuwa ina flow vile inafaa. Mr. Cyrus Kamunya hapa manze, na yeye alikuwa on the camera. Filmmaker hatari sana, upcoming. Mnasemaje about conservation?
Global warming.
Sawa, enda ukati. Enda ulete maji.
Thank you so much for listening to our story about going to Naivasha. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that anytime there's a new video, you will be the first one to get notified. Thank you. Oh my God.